Hey everyone, every single day we're just blasted with this fire hose of news about artificial intelligence. It feels chaotic, right? Totally overwhelming and just impossible to keep track of. But what if there's a better way to see the big picture? Today, we're going to step back from the daily headlines and actually build a mental framework, a way to understand AI's true, deep impact on our world. Let's get into it. So, this is really the big question we're tackling. It feels like every corner of our lives is being reshaped by AI all at once. Our jobs, our hobbies, everything. It's so easy to just see it all as random, unpredictable change. But is it? Or is there an underlying pattern to how all this is unfolding? To even start to answer that, we have to acknowledge the sheer scale of what we're dealing with. We're talking about a force that is fundamentally reshaping, well, pretty much everything. I mean, just think about it for a second. From self-driving cars to AI-generated art, from automating business processes to discovering new medicines, AI isn't just one single technology. It's this pervasive force that's weaving itself into the very fabric of our daily lives. And the crazy part is, its pace is only getting faster. Okay, so how do we make sense of all this without our heads exploding? We need a map. We need a way to organize the chaos into something we can actually wrap our minds around. And that's exactly what we're going to do right now. So instead of trying to track 1,000 different examples, all flying at us from different directions, we can group AI's influence into just 3 fundamental areas. It's a simple structure, but it really helps cut through the noise and start seeing the patterns. And here they are. We're going to borrow a really powerful lens from sociology, sometimes called the Turrell framework, to look at AI's impact across these 3 distinct but interconnected systems. Let's quickly break down what each of these means. First up, you've got organic systems. This is the simplest level to understand. It's us. It's our bodies, our biology. This is where AI affects things like personalized medicine, fitness trackers, and even bioengineering. It's all about the physical, biological level of our existence. Next, we move on to psychic systems. Now, this isn't about telepathy or anything like that. It's about our individual consciousness. It's how you, as a person, process information, form ideas, and make sense of the world around you. AI hits this system hard through things like personalized news feeds, learning algorithms, and all the tools that kind of augment our own thinking. And finally, we get to social systems. And this is where things get really complex and really, really fascinating. This isn't about individuals anymore. It's about how we all interact and create shared meaning through communication. Basically, this is how we build society itself. And it's within these social systems that AI's impact becomes just incredibly broad and profound. Because our society isn't just one big blob. It's actually made up of all these different specialized functions. And wow, this slide just lays it all out, doesn't it? What's so striking here is just how comprehensive this list is. AI isn't just tweaking the economy over here or science over there. It's influencing everything from our legal systems and political debates to how we define family, how we create art, and even how we teach our kids. It's everywhere. To really make this concrete, let's do a quick lightning round through a few of these. AI is being used for everything from legal research to predicting trial outcomes, which, you can imagine, raises huge questions about bias and what justice even means. It's changing how we talk to each other, how our kids are entertained, and even just how we manage our homes with all these smart devices. Generative AI is just completely rewriting the rules of what it means to be creative, challenging our whole idea of who the author is. It's powering new diagnostic tools that can spot things human doctors might miss, and it's personalizing treatments on a massive scale. Okay, so we've seen how AI is affecting things within all these different pillars of society. But here's the real insight. The most important change isn't happening inside the pillars. It's happening in the spaces between them. And that leads to the key question that takes this all to the next level, right? The economy doesn't exist in a vacuum, separate from politics, and healthcare isn't separate from the law. They are all deeply connected. There's a really powerful term for these connections: structural couplings. The best way to think about them is like the invisible wiring that connects all the different rooms in the house of society. AI isn't just upgrading the appliances in each room, it's fundamentally rewiring the whole house. This table just makes that concept crystal clear. For example, look at the connection between politics and the economy. The rise of AI forces this huge debate. How do we regulate this new engine of economic growth? That's a structural coupling right there, being stressed and changed in real time. Or take healthcare and the law. These amazing new AI diagnostic tools create a direct tension with our data privacy laws. And finally, think about education and the economy. The skills our economy suddenly needs are being totally redefined by AI, forcing our entire education system to try and catch up. So here's the most important takeaway. If you really want to understand the true systemic impact of AI, you have to look beyond the individual systems. You have to focus on how AI is changing the connections, those structural couplings that hold our whole society together. That is where the deepest transformation is actually happening. And that leaves us with a final thought for you. Now that you have this framework, organic, psychic, and social systems, all connected by these structural couplings, you can actually apply it. Think about your own job, your family, your community. What are the most important connections in your world? And how is AI beginning to pull at them or change them, or maybe even create new ones? Because the answer to that question, well, that's where the future is being written for all of us. Thanks for tuning in.